Our panel, conservative commentator Kurt Schlichter and Democrat strategist Ari Aramesh. Kurt, what's your reaction to all this?
Well, look, it's about time that we start taking this crisis seriously. And I use the word crisis because I mean crisis. I'm from California. We just buried a police officer a few days ago, murdered by an illegal alien who was here with 2 drunk driving convictions. You know, Liz, if you or me or any other American citizen had a drunk driving conviction, just one, not 2, our lives would be ruined. This creep, who was here illegally, had 2 of them, and because of these sanctuary state policies, got to stay here. It's outrageous.
I hear you. Ari, you know, I hear you, Kurt. Ari, let's get to CNN's Jim Acosta getting ridiculed for reporting that there is no crisis at the border. He was standing in front of a border fence. But, Jim, that border is safe precisely because Congress passed border wall funding, the Secure Fence Act in 2006. 90 Democrats supported that, and border apprehensions dropped dramatically since the 90s because of the fences in California, Arizona, and Texas. Democrats said that. The Obama White House said that. The Clinton administration notes it. What's your take on all this?
The wall is one element in a whole host of various elements you can have, especially in the age of technology and modern technology, to actually reduce, A, the number of people crossing, and B, capture and send back, detain and send back or deport those people who cross. Now, the same way that in 2019 we no longer go to war with horses and bayonets, building the equivalent of a anti-Mongolian wall along our border, it is not the best way to spend $5+ billion. That's the point. And by the way, I grew up in California too, and I've spent quite some time in Texas, Southeast Texas. There is some level of urgency to get illegal immigration under control. But the president has played to some of the worst fringes in his party.
Understood. But we also have a Democrat today, Kurt Schlichter, freshman Democrat Katie Hill, saying, she's out of California, saying, yes, I support the border, funding border walls. They work. They dropped illegal apprehensions by about 90% since they were built. You know, the other thing, too, Kurt, the media and the Democrats holler that the U.S. is kicking out illegals. The U.S. is not kicking out illegals at the same rate they were, the U.S. was in the 90s and early 2000s. You can see the data there. We're showing it on the screen. The U.S. is removing fewer and fewer illegals. Your take, Kurt?
Well, obviously, we've got to redo our asylum procedures. It's now a scam and a grift. They're basically lying their way into the country, saying, hey, I'm here for asylum because my country's a mess. Let me go. And then they disappear. It's ridiculous. We need to stop that. We need to provide asylum for real political prisoners, people who are suffering political and religious persecution. I know about those. I married one.
All right, listen.
But these games have got to stop. This is our country, Liz. We decide who lives here, no one else.
All right, let's get to Jay Johnson. He was the Homeland Security Secretary under President Barack Obama. Here's what Jay Johnson said. Increased global movement of special interest aliens across the U.S. border demands immediate attention of senior immigration and border security leaders. He went on to say that the government needs to counter this because SIAs include terrorists. They're basically terrorists are being smuggled along with SIAs into and within the U.S. Special interest aliens are individuals from countries of interest that are enemies of the U.S. Let's put it bluntly. Quickly, Ari, your take on that, and then I'll go to Kurt.
Very quickly, very few people are getting deported because far fewer people are coming in. First of all, because we've put to use some good measures using technology, preventing them from coming in. A. B. Just because you're on a special list doesn't mean you're a terrorist. Let's keep these terminology clear.
All right.
No.
The
terms are, you guys are playing with terms,
Kurt,
and it's not right.
Kurt,
the terms,
you made a point. Is reporting that more than 2,400 terrorists.
It's a very dishonest.
Excuse me, Ari, forgive me. I appreciate what you're saying. Just 1 second.
It's just simply incorrect.
Sorry, Kurt, more than 24 terrorists on a terror watch list were stopped by Homeland Security in fiscal 2017. That's according to the government's own data. I understand what Ari's saying, but the media is not getting the facts out to the American people. That's information that needs to be said. And New York City, let's switch gears quickly. Let's move on, because we've got something happening right now, Kurt, in New York City. Mayor de Blasio is saying the U.S. has plenty of money, but it is in the wrong hands. What does he mean by this? Quickly, Kurt, what is he talking about here?
Well, gosh, it's de Blasio. I think he means that the people who don't support him have the money, and he wants to transfer it to people he thinks will get to vote for him. This guy's a socialist. This is what they do.
All right, Kurt Nori, you will be back with us shortly. Thank you so much. Up next, an angel wife here to tell us how her 30